Give me a second to find the feed. I'm going to be doing psychic oracle cards again. I was just live anyway talking about DNA, and I'm going to kind of carry on that theme right now. I'm going to be talking about how we can restore our genetic blueprint. So give me a second to share this feed out and for people to find us. If you're just logging on, go ahead and drop your name if you're going to want a card. I'm going to do my usual card and energy report. Facebook's being a little slow. Please take a second to share this feed out. I always need you guys to, or I would never get my content out. I'm constantly banned, so I can only share in my own little group areas. So for sure, take a second to share this feed out. I'm going to be talking a little bit about healing of DNA too. Kind of fits the theme. So go ahead and share this feed out. If you guys are catching me on replay, be aware that I give away an activation off of every video, and even the people watching on replay can share for a chance to participate. I give away a third eye activation off of every video, but I don't find the person till the next day to try to get you guys to share. If you guys do share, you tend to get the sharer badges, and then you get more cards and stuff too. So give me 1 second to keep on sharing this out, and I'm going to get started. Alright, we have a lot of shifts about to occur, not just on a collective level, but also on an individual level. We have a lot of kind of crazy energy shifts we're getting ready for. A lot of people that are, energy sensitive might be tuned into the energies that have been coming or are coming. Just to start, we are going to have a full moon on Monday. We are kind of in the middle of a lot of cosmic energies right now. We have a lot of galactic energies, a lot of photons, a lot of cosmic rays that are flooding the planet and creating these ascension shifts. We have this full moon, which is in Sagittarius. It is a fire sign, but it has a lot of Neptune and Jupiter element with it as well. It's really supposed to be aligning us to realize this is nothing more than a dream reality. It's a manifest reality, and we're seeing, especially with the increases in energy, that it's making it so that we can manifest easier. So, if you don't have a lot of mastery of your mind and you're still thinking about a lot of fear-based thoughts, that could be really dangerous right now, because you could be still creating your fears or things you don't want to see or more of what you don't like. A lot of people should be feeling really intuitively tuned in right now, though. Like your powers and abilities are on point. You're feeling very intuitively tuned in, especially up until that moon energy. It's really pushing us to explore our gifts and our abilities on every level. We're going to be moving into the summer solstice next week as well, and we're going to be in alignment with the galactic center for a lot of these astrological shifts that we're going through. It's going to be bringing a powerful energy to this planet. We also have eclipse season next month with a bunch of retrogrades. And these eclipses represent, the end and beginning of new cycles. So we've been in this one eclipse season, and these next ones will usher in a new cycle energetically. I was noticing that when we had the last eclipses, it did crazy things to the energetic dynamics, and this planet was like doing double the intake of energy after those eclipses. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what energetic changes the next series of eclipse, the next sequel of eclipse is going to bring to us. It's probably going to change the energetic dynamics drastically. We're kind of getting recoded on every level. I just did a video in my Reiki group. I'll put the link below. And I do put all my videos on YouTube, and I just had a pretty interesting topic about DNA and what's happening here with the vaccines, GMO food, and what it's doing to our DNA. And also the next generation, because it's altering our DNA. It's keeping us stuck in that two-strand system, that enslavement system that keeps us completely cut off from our spiritual software. We're seeing a lot of, I don't want to completely recap, but I'm going to kind of go over what I was just talking about. We see a lot of 5G being rolled out. And, this really works hand in hand with the metals from the vaccines and the foods and things like that. We know that if you're full of metals, then you're going to be very very sensitive to the frequencies from this technology and things like that. The solution is easy, that we need to be detoxing more spiritually. We need to be purifying more spiritually. The people that have not detoxed and not have healed spiritually, that are trying to go through these ascension energies, are going to have a very hard time. These are photons of light, cosmic energies that are coming in, hitting our body, and it's really breaking down our DNA and rebuilding it for some people. If you're not at a good place spiritually, if your light body isn't at a good place and you're going through this process, it may break down your DNA, similar to, you know, the negative things like the GMO food and the vaccines and things like that. It's very important that we are, you know, detoxing spiritually and working on our light body to be doing this ascension process. If people are not, it could be making you sick, and we're seeing the whole planet is getting a lot of, at least with the spiritual people getting ascension symptoms, you know, you can detox and purify and get rid of these things. But we see a lot of the more serious ailments going around. I have a lot of concerns about GMO food being to blame for the influxes of autism hitting the planet. We have entire generations that grew up eating genetically modified food and seem fine, right? I'm healthy and I'm great, until they're having children with chromosomal type issues or genetic type of issues, and we're seeing such an influx of it, whether it is it's the Alzheimer's, which is a genetic mutation also affecting older people, or the autism that is affecting children right now. It's very important that we're doing this spiritual work and restoring our genetic templates. Anyone that is sick has not only reached toxic overload, but probably has genetic type of issues with their blueprint, or they wouldn't be getting sick on whatever level. So we have a lot of, you know, toxins and outside agents that are breaking down our DNA and creating a lot of this illness and this sickness, as well as shutting us off from our spiritual abilities. I like to describe DNA as like our spiritual software, and a lot of our abilities, right, and our connection with our higher self and source are found in those templates. So when we're shut down to those basic two strands, it shuts us down from the multidimensional. We were created and meant to be tuning into, you know, other realms, other dimensions, our higher self, source, you know, the multidimensional around us. So what has happened is, through these mutations in DNA, through our food and healthcare, it is shutting us down spiritually and disconnecting us from, you know, our divine templates and who we're meant to be as our higher selves. People need to do more cleansing spiritually. They're going to find that you guys are going to have a hard time handling these energies. And some people already are, whether it's ascension symptoms, ascension flu, like you just can't move, you know, you're having a hard time adjusting to the energies. The planets are only going to go up on the frequency. This is a whole nother video. But we see that it was normal for this entire cycle for the Schumann resonance to be, you know, below 10 hertz, and now it's going up rapidly, and it's increasing daily. You can actually measure this stuff scientifically and tell that there are very real changes occurring with this planet and the vibrations that it's resonating on. And if your body is full of metals and you're trying to resonate on these much higher frequencies as the earth is, it's going to create an energetic resonance. So if you have not detoxed or, you know, done enough purifying spiritually, and the planet keeps going up in frequency and your body is full of these toxins and metals, you know, it's going to create not great energetic pull effects. More spiritual cleansing. A lot of people are just finding my videos, and I have like a whole vitamin detox list that's been amazing for, you know, healing the people around me, trying to do this ascension, helping raise people's frequencies, reversing some of this damage that these toxins have done to us. I think that people should have been realizing about when they were waking up. A lot of people wake up because they're sick or have become toxic themselves, on toxic overload, right? And a lot of this really lies in healing ourselves, and a lot of that will lie in the physical body and detoxing it on some level. The worst things for our DNA that we see in the matrix would be vaccines, the GMO food, and the pharmaceuticals. You know, they are playing with things that they're very aware of, and they've been shutting us down for a very long time so that we can't access ourselves spiritually. All right, my link is above. I'm manifesting Reiki students too. My usual, right? I'm manifesting students. I put a couple new classes up too that I'm really excited about. For sure, check out my class section. I'm going to be here doing Akashic readings like the next 2 days, and then I'm off for the weekend too if you guys need me. My link is above. I just did a longer DNA video in my Reiki group too. So if you guys are not in my Sparks of Divine Light Healing Reiki group, just search it, find it. I just put a video in there. It was pretty good. Good morning, Gretchen Hyatt. Prosperity begins. We're going to learn how to become creators of our reality. A lot of people are going from being the victim and just responding to circumstances and whatever their subconscious is creating to becoming empowered and realizing that we have to be careful with our thoughts, and that through aligning with things we want, such as, manifesting, the law of attraction is real and we can change our entire realities. I had to get on video because I had transformed my whole life so fast in simply shifting my mindset. Just through detoxing, shifting my mindset, trying to get rid of the negative programming patterns that I had as soon as I woke up. It was like mind-blowing how fast things started to align and shift in my life, right? As usual, I was indoctrinated. I went through the education systems. I took on, the negative family karma like everyone else. Went through these systems of various sleep, and then I had this spiritual awakening, and I realized, oh my God, I've been destroying myself the whole time through the things I'm thinking about. I didn't know reality worked like this. I didn't know we could just easily manifest anything that we need. And so, through a lot of practice, we can really shift and transform our whole realities for the positive. If we're out of balance and we're unhealthy or sick, it does crazy things. I just got sick. I just got sick here. I know, crazy, right? And you wouldn't believe how fast it threw out my entire outer reality and how chaotic it made things so fast, right? So it's very important that we're taking care of ourselves and that we're healthy here, because when we're not, it affects our vibration and everything that we're drawing to us too. So more manifesting, Gretchen. Ben Beeler, good to catch you. Things are happening fast around here. I have lost my sense of time. I'm gonna try to do a video about it too. Welcome to 5D. Have you lost your sense of time? We tend to be losing our sense of time. Things are just happening so fast, right? And you could look back and be like, oh my God, it's only been a week and I've done all this. We can be using this energy that's hitting the planet with a lot of momentum to be manifesting more, to be getting more done. Just stay really aligned with your goals, what you're working on. That's what I had to do here. Just anything I'm trying to manifest, focus on. Things are happening fast. All that work that you're doing is about to shift and pay off. And we're expecting some really big energy shifts. So a lot of people have been putting a lot of work in. Things might have felt like you're not getting far. Don't worry, you're about to shift crazy into the timelines that you want and that you've been working hard towards. Nicole Goddard, good morning. Partnerships and alliances. My intent in making the spiritual groups that I did was always to pull together, people back to a unity consciousness, right? It's where we're headed with this ascension, that we're supposed to come back to oneness, that we're all one, the law of one. We're supposed to come together as one consciousness group. It would be very reminiscent of past places like Lemuria, where people would learn in group consciousness and things like that. It's really important that we're finding our soul tribe. Spiritual connections, they really can help us level up a lot faster, learn faster, being around the right people. Sherry Argart, good morning. Obstacles and challenges. The only blocks we ever had are our programming. And I'm thinking about some things this morning because, I'm running on autopilot. And I have to really think about the programming that I've just accepted as, this is the way things are. We've been blocking ourselves and limiting ourselves with our thoughts for far too long in just what we think is possible, what we think we deserve. A lot of people think that, that you can't be manifesting your dream life and be spiritual. There's this disconnect, right? And we need to stop blocking ourselves. We need to really step into our creative potential as co-creators around here. Stop blocking your manifestations. A lot of people will be manifesting something huge and it's about to arrive and we forgot about divine timing and you just give up on it, right? You just give up. It's never going to happen and it was about to arrive. So stay aligned with your manifestations. A lot of people receive those manifestations because they stay aligned with it and don't give up on this stuff. Till. Cam Thomas. I'm sending crazy love. Material and spiritual prosperity. Through this inner work, it is supposed to change everything about our outer reality as well. That we're living in more abundance, that we're happier, that we're in more gratitude. Stay aligned with this. Christina Jason. Yes, and please share this out. You're doing a good job. I don't think people realize the amount of lessons and knowledge that we have attained. Some of the experiences that people think didn't go good, or people could be like judging you on, right? You got so much knowledge from. Now we got so much knowledge from. We don't learn when we're comfortable and, you know, solid in our spot. We tend to learn more when we go through hard situations that make us uncomfortable. This is where we restore these templates and get back to our divine selves, who our higher self is outside of time. That soul that would have volunteered to come to Earth School. I know, knowing it was so hard here, I hear a lot of people crying about their lessons here. But I will remind you guys that before you came here, that you were sure you could do this. Yes, you were like, I can do Earth School. I got this. All these lessons, no problem, right? And then when we're in the experience, we tend to forget that and lose ourselves. But we wanted to be here as souls. We wanted to be part of something amazing in changing human consciousness. Melody Wittenhall, good morning, doing coffee and cards. Celebrate. We have made it so far. Just the fact that we are awake, because many people are not waking up around us, right? I don't know how loud the light workers have to get. Like, from my perspective, I see like all over my feed like posts like, wake up, the government's killing you. Memes flooding Facebook all day, signs everywhere, right? People just, you know, not listening to their intuition when, you know, they're going through this process. And I don't know how loud people had to get, but it's happening. People are getting loud. And you're noticing that some of your friends, family members, it could be like just people you know, are holding on to the old and resisting this change at the moment. So celebrate the fact that you're even awake and aware and have come back to this knowledge. Iva McNally, good morning. Wisdom, right? You know, through us doing this activation process that we call ascension, it's bringing us back to our wisdom. That is one way that we get back our past life knowing, memories, experiences, Akashic access, things like that. Keep working on your healing path. You guys know I do DNA activations too. My link is above if anyone needs them. Let's see, Jeffrey Cahoe, you're working on your third eye, higher states of awareness. As you're seeing through the illusion, you might be seeing more and more of the problems too, right? And so, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword. We're able to see through people. Things of the third dimension, like the control dramas, are no longer going to work on you once you wake up, because you're going to see through these things on a spiritual level. So just keep on following that internal awareness. I said, you guys should be feeling really tuned in as this moon energy progresses that we have hitting the planet right now, like more and more tuned in, abilities on point. We have a lot of Neptune influence that is pushing us to see past this illusion more and more too. Darlene Saldana, good morning. You're a light worker. I know, right? We get a lot of hate projected at us, right? They love to try to project hate and darkness and negative things all over everywhere. We need to shine brighter. We need to find our light in order to, you know, light up other people's paths around here. It's really a process of lighting ourselves up brighter. I see a lot of people tend to become like depressed going through this experience of just the material and cut off spiritually. A lot of people, if you look at like depression and anxiety statistics, they're pretty out there, right? So a lot of people are becoming depressed. I think that we lose our light when we are not on our path, number one. A lot of people are not on their spiritual path, and they're not meant to be going to a doctor to take like pills. You're meant to be moving into a different place that's more in alignment with who you are. So a lot of people are, you know, going through just the material and become really depressed working, or lose their light in a certain kind of way. We can create more good energy, more of that light, by doing things that make us happy. You ever have like those really amazing days where everything's going great and you're so aligned with the universe? More of what lights you up. It's a reoccurring theme around here. Michelle Morty. Wait, I can't say it. Morphe. Stand your ground. We're going to need to stay grounded. This planet's going to get rocked, and I'm ready for it, because I've been like doing this path for a minute, right? Working on myself, We need to stay grounded. We need to anchor this light in. The people that are awake have been getting prepared to play a role of some kind in this ascension just by vibrating a lot of the time and being you. You are contributing to the collective frequency, which is bringing up the whole. We can see that daily. The Schumann resonance is increasing. The earth is vibrating higher and higher, and we're all kind of helping with this ascension process. Stay grounded, get outside, connect with nature. Nature helps detox you too. Nature and water are two of the best detoxes there are. Kathleen Thurmer, good morning. We are transforming. We're in the cocoon. I know, I'm like back in the cocoon. I was out for a minute, right? And I'm back in that phase, but I like that phase. I'll be staying here a minute, right? We're in the cocoon again, which I like that phase, right? But we're transforming on such a level, right? We see a lot of cold and flu symptoms. Kathleen's had allergies, things like that. That stuff coming to the surface as you're adjusting to these new frequencies and your body's changing is kind of like just a lot of energy clearing all at once. Creating this stuff, it will pass. Keep doing your self-care and everything. You're in warrior training. You're in warrior training. Are you getting the idea that the planet might need healers going through this? We see a lot of people sick during this time, aside from Ascension, at least with Ascension, you know it's Ascension flu and you can do some self-care and it will pass, but we see very real illnesses hitting the planet, spiritual type sicknesses, so for sure the world is going to need more healers. You're getting trained. Ashley Samok, patience and planning. Don't make any huge plans right now. We're supposed to be making more conscious changes, but I said you guys should be expecting plot twists in your stories. Things you didn't see coming in a positive way. A lot of your manifestations are just going to be arriving. Lorna Ann Gauthier, good morning. You get a free wish card today. Please go manifest something fun. With this full moon energy, we have a huge emphasis on manifesting. Whatever you guys were planning intentions for with the new moon, right? It should be coming back to you now with this storm. I always say that we have to learn how to kind of flow with the cycles, and we should get more accurate with planning our intent so we can harvest now with the full moon. So whatever you guys were thinking about with the new moon will be coming back to you and arriving. Hopefully that's your manifestations. But I would be making a list. I had to do that yesterday. I have a lot of stuff to do with my mission. I didn't really work a lot last week. I'm integrating. I went to a crop circle and I'm pretty sure it was radioactive and was doing stuff to my DNA on top of going in like the crazy level space storm too, of course, right? And so I was playing in the crop circle. Some of you guys could have seen it. It did crazy things to my DNA and I just needed a minute. And so I'm just kind of getting back to my job and flowing. Self-care if you guys need it. Take a break. Our bodies are going through so much. We're purging out an entire cycle of trauma, karma, conditioning, programming, things not serving us, toxins, right? Spiritual traumas, things we can't even access this life. And we're letting go of so much. We're also recalibrating. We're vibrating higher and higher. Our human body's changing. Listen to it. If you're tired, rest more. I've been needing a lot of food, right? I'm always working a lot. I'm eating lots of food, but I listen to my body. So if you're hungry, eat more. If you're having problems sleeping, listen to your body. Are there times when you can rest? Denise Michelle Coffey, you are an indigo warrior. You are a system buster on every level. And I say that we were needed to anchoring galactic frequencies in a lot of these cases. You don't really like authority. And I think that's what will come together, that the government has tortured enough people, maybe not this life, but in past lives too, collectively, that enough people have been like killed by the government and things like that in past lives to kind of like people have this kind of, they had to, with the awakening, be looking around, right, and seeing through this. And on some level, that will help all of this play out collectively as well. But you are one of those system busters. It could feel like you're getting inserted in a lot of these places involving these systems in your path or the experiences that you have. You are a warrior. Becky Hall McBride, good morning. You're working on your throat chakra. We're seeing a lot of that collectively. I could really feel it in my throat chakra on and off the past couple of months too. I'm really tuned into the collective energies too. I can always tell, feel what's going on collectively. That's why I do a lot of collective, this is what's going to happen, energy reports. Keep working on your throat chakra. We were silenced to stop us from creating. Yeah, we shut down our voice and we forget how to create, right? Keep working on your throat chakra. That is the gateway to the fifth dimension. We for sure need to find our voice and speak our truth. It can be really hard. I get why people don't want to, right? But we need to find our truth, because it will really help people. A lot of times when we're awake, we act as these gatekeepers between worlds, right? So I could like be someone and they could see my video and it could open up a whole new world for them spiritually that they didn't even know existed or was there. So it's important that we're finding our truth as light workers. Rachel Rich. Memories of love. You're keeping and working on your heart chakra. We have a lot of memories surfacing, nostalgia, things that we can't even see the big picture for. Keep working on your heart chakra. Know that everything in your life went as it was supposed to. I swear, this goes for everyone. Everything in your lives played out exactly as it was supposed to. You guys never messed up. We always were told that we messed up our lives or we did something to stop our path from going where we wanted it to go. No, everything went exactly as you planned it, exactly as it was supposed to. It's important to remember that. We're being led somewhere amazing too. We're being led back home, back to source. Our souls have made this crazy, incredible journey, and it's going to end, back with source, back in oneness. Things coming. Jaina Kaw, harmony. We're working on more energetic alignment. We have intense energies hitting the planet as we're seeing. We're in a K4 right now, but I really love these storms because I can manifest. I'll be working, right? I'll be working the next couple of days whenever we're in these crazy space storms. It gives me glimpses of where the energy's headed with this ascension, where I can manifest easy, I can flow, I can get a lot done, right? There's less resistance with the energy, and I know it's bringing up a lot of depression, anxiety, ascension symptoms for people. Yes, it's making people uncomfortable because a lot of people are going through further death of the ego right now, right? It's making your ego very uncomfortable, not understanding the process, where we're headed, and things like that. Maya Ami Civic. Material harvest, right? Amazing things are coming financially. Yes, we're going from that lack programming where everyone is sick and broke into abundance, right? Having everything that we need, being taken care of. A lot of unlocking that abundance that people are trying to attain is spending more time in gratitude for the things that we have. We have our class spaces here on Facebook, and I'm always doing the gratitude list because that is a tool for reprogramming our subconscious, and our subconscious is creating our reality. So if we want to create more abundance, spend more time in gratitude, ways to reprogram yourself. Let's see, Anna Hills, good morning. You're working on your intuition. It's always been my goal to get on here and tell people the things that I've done so that I could unlock and tune into my psychic abilities, right? I'm always like, oh, I'm not special. Everyone can be doing this now because of ascension. I know that it would be very hard to attain enlightenment generally on this planet, but with the energy changing, anyone can be doing this ascension and attaining these states of enlightenment. Keep working on your third eye, Anna. Ashley Samak, I'm sending you crazy love too. I know we're ready to light yourselves on fire, please. That's your homework for the moon. Until Monday, can you please do something to light yourself on fire? If we all just keep vibrating a little higher, we'll kind of speed up this ascension process. Let's see. You're successful in anything that you're trying to manifest or do right now. We have the whole universe aligned with what we're doing. We have all eyes on this planet too, right? I know, the global elite don't seem very concerned. They're like, we have everything under control and everything's going great. But I will tell you, we have all eyes on this planet and what is occurring with ascension and these shifts in consciousness. You have a lot of help. We have ascended masters, angels, extraterrestrials, right? Your ancestors, so much help guiding us from the unseen too with this ascension. Let's see, April Malone, good morning. Time to spend some more time alone. It's a big topic today that if you guys are feeling out of sorts, out of alignment, the best thing you can do, right, is spend some time alone. I knew that I had to work last week, but I didn't care. I was feeling kind of tired, and I just kind of had to unplug and recharge a minute, right? Take a break if you need it. More time meditating. More salt baths, more saging your houses, more cleaning your houses to get ready for this energy. It really will help you use this energy, furtherly in your life, having the right sacred space around you too. More spring cleaning. I love it. I've been seeing syncs everywhere. You guys are getting confirmation. Whether it's like just something that you're thinking about and seeing it in your reality. It could be synchronicities, your dreams, you know, feeling the energy around you, things like that. You have so much confirmation around you too. I love it. Darlene, amazing. I like to think that this whole feed is healers and light workers, right? I like to think that this feed is like people that are awake, healers, light workers. If anyone is trying to, you know, heal themselves or get on that healing path, you guys know that I teach Yusai Reiki and a lot of other energy healing classes too. I'm always trying to inspire people to get on their own healing missions. And once you align with that, the universe will assist you with it. It's been powerful and, you know, changing my life and giving me a deeper purpose. It's one thing to have a job, but to have a mission, helping people and being of service, it's how I've been leveling up a lot. You know, there's no greater attainment than serving the Creator, serving yourself, being of service. You guys know if you need me, you can just message me too. Angela Amatuli. You're working on your root chakra and building solid. Anything, we had a lot of things crumble in our lives. Relationships, jobs, living situations, a lot of things have crumbled for a lot of people. If we are not building a spiritual foundation, things tend to fall in. So we're going to try to rebuild ourselves, right? But spiritually. And then things tend to last. So we need to manifest things that are in alignment with who we are spiritually. This is all meant to be a spiritual experience, right? Source experiencing itself. So we need to kind of try to create and manifest things more aligned with who we are spiritually. Jack Coltrane. You're working on manifesting in abundance. The best way to manifest more and to tune into these abilities, get outside, get into nature. You want to talk about the ultimate energy of abundance, Gaia, the earth, the planet, right? It gives us everything that we need. It can heal us. It can restore us. And it's definitely the antidote to a lot of these toxic systems. More manifesting, more getting outside too. We need to stay aligned with the earth while the earth is making her spiritual ascension. It really helps us put us on the right frequencies. Sarah Morton. Surrender. Just resolve yourself to this process. It's a lot easier. I know I started telling people this. Just resolve yourself to what the universe wants, myself included, right? Just kind of surrender, go with the flow. You're finding that we can't always plan everything out and see everything and don't know where everything is going, but it's okay. Have faith in yourself. You made your life plan, and have faith in this source energy that's guiding us through this. You haven't died yet. You're still here, right? So surrender to this flow. When you can, it will do amazing things for you, right? It can be kind of scary. I'm kind of in the unknown. I'm in a weird country, too, on top of it, right? I'm in a faraway fairyland of sorts, too, so I know it can be kind of crazy because I have no life plan. No plan next week, right? I have some plans for to wrap up the week. I don't really have any long-term plans because I can't with this ascension, and it can be kind of nerve-wracking to just go with the flow in that kind of way, but it's very liberating too to have that trust in the universe. And when you can hand over what you want for what source wants, the universe will plan way better things than we could. I know, I'm just coming into my abilities, but source, however, can really, manifest some amazing experiences for us. Keep going with the flow. Angela Long, you're working on your heart chakra. It was very painful for us to go through this illusion of separateness. And that's why we had so many issues with our love lives a lot of the time, with the programming that we, have accepted to be real. Keep working on your heart chakra. The goal is to keep expanding that chakra. We're here for love, though. I know, aside from this reality we've all accepted to be, the way things are of Prison Planet and slavery, humans were created for love, for source to experience love with itself through another. So we're trying to get back to, love on every level. It starts with more self-love, though. A lot of people are, coming up very disappointed in their relationships, having negative experiences because they haven't mastered loving themselves first. And, then they come up with a lack. More self-love, more heart chakra work. It's time that we let go of any traumas, patterns that we picked up from our parents, indoctrination type of things that are not serving us. It's time we let go of all this baggage and garbage. And this energy is doing it. It's really creating a collective purge. So we're in this purge probably for the next couple days still. And we should feel a lot clearer by the time the moon hits and the solstice. So yes, we're going to be purging the next few days until we get past this moon and into the solstice energy. A lot of emotions are flying around. A lot of things are being released, right? More releasing of the things you guys haven't dealt with. Beck Jackson, you're working on your heart chakra. It's a huge reoccurring theme around here. I'm going to be continuing to do, with myself, a lot of heart chakra work. I'm going to Stonehenge next week. I'm also going in a few weeks after that. And I'll be doing videos there too. And I really love getting on video and sharing these crazy frequencies because it's been so healing for me. For like my heart chakra to be in those areas. I went through some serious heart chakra purging, upgrading last time I was at Stonehenge. It was like I went through like a CERN porthole too. Stargate, right? It was like I kind of went through a CERN porthole and my whole universe just like crashed in and crazy things happened with my own timelines. Clearly, in a way serving me. But it was really kind of crazy to experience that. But I will be on video here, I believe Friday. Because it's the first time I've been there for the summer solstice. They'll be open at night too. So I'll be able to, for the first time, get to see the rocks at night too. And then I'll be doing the normal feed in the morning. So I'll be doing a couple Stonehenge feeds too, which is really good energy for our heart chakra, connecting with the heart chakra of the earth. And we know that with that solstice alignment, we're in perfect alignment with the galactic center. And it opens up, a gateway of energy. This is a really powerful, structure and alignment for spiritual purposes and for healing us. So I'm really excited. I'll be doing that too. If you guys want to participate in my activations I'm doing from Stonehenge, you guys should know I have a special event section in my store to sign up. I'm getting really excited to go to. I'm like thrilled about it. I was going to go to a crop circle again last night, but it was raining. They keep having more crop circles here, but I will be doing a couple more before summer ends, and I'm real excited to share that energy out on video too. Let's see, Kylie Jude, hi. Love it, vacationing, good. The sun is healing too. Close your eyes and let the sun hit your third eye. It's really amazing for you. All right, Kylie, stay positive. Use this as a way to shift your vibration. You're on vacation. You should be feeling amazing, right? Stay positive, stay in alignment, and let go of any fear, too, while you're doing this. People have so much fear. I know. We've been programmed that way, that nothing will work out, right? Right? That voice in your head, this is going to go bad. Yeah, bad might happen. We always go to this. This is fear programming. And I've noticed that fear is like a parasitic virus, right? That goes through us. Like all it takes is one fear and it throws our system completely out of whack, can take over our mind like a parasitic virus. Let go of fear. If anyone has fear or anxiety surfacing with this, for sure work on your root chakra, more grounding. You're on vacation, to stay outside, get in the sun, ground more, meditate. Patty Ann, good. I'm trying to go a little bit later in the day too. I'll be playing with my times. Patty Ann, you're working on the truth. Keep working on your throat chakra. I can see the people around us, and this is temporary where we're at. Yeah, I see the light workers that are like day in, day out, trying to work at this stuff and doing amazing jobs. This is temporary where we're at. Please remember this. You're headed somewhere amazing. You have these healing gifts and abilities, and everything is temporary for everyone on this planet right now. Trust me. Keep putting the work in. Let's see. I can't remember who I did yet. Amy Lynn Hurst, right? Amy Lynn Hurst. We are trying to manifest some serious financial and material changes. I see another group of light workers that are focusing their energy into collapsing possibly the global banking system. I said, I don't get involved in trying to change reality collectively in such a way. I just kind of leave it open to source, right? To be doing this divine plan that's unfolding. But for sure, I'm trying to help everyone create some positive financial shifts in their own individual lives. For sure. Through staying positive, through focusing on what we're manifesting. A lot of people think the best way to manifest is to focus on like a dollar amount of cash you want. If you're trying to like buy objects like a house or something, with that, it's better to focus on that than the money amounts that you want. It's much easier to focus on the material things that you're trying to do with that for it to align. Stay focused on manifesting. Make a list of what you're trying to create right now. It's a powerful time to be putting out intentions. Let's see. Vesna Milos. Good morning. Hope. You're a light worker. I know, right? I'm trying to remind people a little bit. All I can do is kind of remind people of things we've forgotten. It's really helpful with us all learning to speak because, I just have a little piece of this puzzle and you guys have some of it too. So through us sharing our experiences, which are all very spiritual, we can kind of, help enlighten the people around us. But you are a light worker with an elemental connection. Things to think about. Will Davis, patience with this. Yes, have patience. We've had so much programming. We have a lot we're going through, and the feminine may appear to be rising, but the masculine is also going to continue to have its own rising as well. Things will come into balance. I know that we've had a lot of male-based political systems and things, right, going on, and it can appear that the women are elevating faster. This isn't the case, though. We have a lot of programming that we're going through. We're going to come into balance. Have patience with the process. This is happening as fast as our bodies can handle the energy on individual levels. Alicia Suarez, rest and rejuvenate. I know I didn't want to do my video today, but I had to. But try to unplug more. Try to spend more time meditating in nature, recharging. We know we don't sleep good with the full moon, so I probably know I won't sleep good, Sunday to Tuesday night, right? So I'm going to try to rest more if possible now. It's a good time for you guys to be stocking up on your vitamins, maybe getting some healing, taking care of your energy, going inward. Selma Aaliyah. Moving on. We're ditching the dead connections. We're ditching the one-sided exchanges around here where everyone expects you to be doing everything for them or whatever it is. If your connections are not equally lighting you up and making you happy, maybe it's time to reassess the friendships around you. Ask the universe to remove the people not serving you. I would be asking the universe too. Amazing things could happen. Sherry Sanford, and there's an awesome energy on here. I'm sending you guys crazy love and Reiki too. I always love doing these videos. It creates such a positive energy. Not just me channeling energy out, but the people on it too. It's just amazing. I just wanted to mention that. Very grateful for these exchanges that I'm part of. Sherry Sanford, you're working on your heart chakra. We had a lot of emotional trauma and loss. Not just this life. I mean, we might not be able to remember all of our past life experiences, but we can get a good picture of this life. We remember that, right? And we can see we went through a lot of hard lessons, right? Maybe allowing ourselves not to be treated good, maybe not treating other people so great because we were asleep and in a fluoride haze, right? Things like that. But it's time to let go of all that. Yes, let go of all these lessons of separateness, and we're moving into oneness. Work on more forgiving yourself, more letting go of your past experiences. Rosa Patterson, good morning. You're successful in what you're trying to do right now. You've been doing a lot of inner work, and once we're becoming more positive, then that's all we had to do. I'm just grasping how easy this is. All I have to do is stay really high vibe every day and positive every single day, right? It's hard for me to focus a week ahead, right? But I can do a day at a time. I think they try to teach you that in a lot of sobriety type things. Just take it a day at a time. Every single day you wake up and you have an energy reset. Just try to stay as positive as you can and as high frequency as you can. It'll do amazing things for your life as you're finding out. Sherry Montpetit. Hi, you're working on your third eye chakra. We're trying to come back into our own psychic knowing and psychic awareness on every level. Keep working on your third eye. You guys know I do third eye activations too if you ever need a boost or help with that or just looking to tune in more psychically. Eleanor Young, this is about to be a new beginning. I know, it can feel like we're closing the end of a cycle. I just did my last video in my Reiki space and I was talking about how these eclipses that are coming next month are going to represent a new beginning energetically, a new cycle. So some of you guys might be feeling like you have lessons that are coming up for closure. that may have started at the beginning of the year, things like that. Just kind of go with the flow. We're going to see some new beginnings coming. A lot of that might look like your manifestations coming that you've been, putting out the vibrations for. What are we here for? We are here to shift human consciousness. We're on a planet that has been very disconnected from itself spiritually, and simply by coming here and contributing our energy, it's going to help shift this planet, shift the collective. We're here to remind people of their spiritual histories and origins, and in whatever way that is. But I always feel that it is our job to heal this planet, that this planet is going to need to be healed, and everyone will look around with the animal die-offs happening and toxins getting dumped everywhere, and they'll be like, that's impossible. But let's look at our journeys. I had doctors tell me I would never heal before, right? I was told that I would never heal and it was impossible, and look, here I am healed. So I really believe that the earth is going to heal in that capacity and become a new earth, become a new, state of consciousness here. In whatever way, we're meant to heal ourselves, though, and then learn how to heal other people. Let's see. Toddy Douglas. Be careful that you're not sacrificing too much of your energy, right? I would say we only have a certain amount of energy or magic every day, so I'm kind of weird about mine, right? I'm kind of in a good flow with it. I kind of have to pace myself out because with the work I'm doing, I'm coming in contact with a lot of people. Just be careful that you're not being drained through the connections around you. And a lot of times we can't tell. Those people sound fabulous, right? A lot of the people that are draining for us to be around, like they'll be like, oh, hi, and I'm great, right? But it could leave you kind of tired after hanging out with someone, or you need a nap, or you just don't want to hang out with them. Try to get rid of any connections like that that are making you tired, drained, putting your fire out. Brittany Kerner, good morning. You're being tested. This is Earth School, and we're being tested. A lot of the times I can see, too, that a lot of people are really into politics, okay? I'm not personally, but hey, everyone can do what they want. A lot of people are really into politics, and sometimes people are getting very angry responses to the things happening. Like, they'll see a news post, and they'll get real angry about it and upset about it. A lot of the times, those would be your those people's tests, that they're being shown something and tested in how they respond to things. And it's like, okay, the universe will see that and be like, okay, they have more inner work to do, right? A lot of times we're getting tested in how we respond to things. You could be like having a bad day. You could be like seeing something crazy. We're getting tested in all sorts of ways. So you are leveling up spiritually, but we're also being tested. This is a spiritual initiation. Let's see, Lynn Marie, good morning. You're working on your sacral chakra. I know you're doing a lot of like qigong stuff and everything right for it, and we're really, amplifying our life force on a lot of levels. As the divine feminine, we have a very powerful energy for manifesting and creating things. Women are, the ones that create life, that bring a soul down to earth from another realm, another dimensional level, on so many levels. Keep working on that chakra. It's one I'm always having to work on too. Leslie Tamara, you're working on your light body, your spiritual strength. It goes with our topic today. Because, I feel that the people that are not at a good place spiritually and living in their light bodies might not ascend and survive these energy shifts. That it could, have negative effects on your DNA, and it could be too much for people to handle. That's why it's very important that we're following that internal guidance that is leading us back to the spiritual right now and is pushing us to detox and to cleanse. You're doing everything good, though. You're learning fast. You're detoxing, right? More detoxing, more purifying. Eyes killing you. Well, as our third eye is being recalibrated, a lot of people might be having ear issues too, buzzing in the ears, ringing in the ears. We have ear chakras right there. A lot of people might be having, vision issues, maybe feeling double, like they're seeing double. Maybe just it feels like there's something in your eye. Signs that your third eye is expanding, whether it's headaches, having crazy dream experiences. A lot of people start to have like astral out of body experiences. Signs your third eye is being worked on. If you're feeling like, it's like a pressure in that area, you might want to check out a third eye opening that I do on my site, or an activation. It'll really help. Any kind of Reiki that you guys do is going to speed up this process. So the way I look at it, I could keep getting kicked around by the energy coming into the planet, or I could take some initiative and do some healing on myself, right? And make this process a lot easier on myself. A lot of times when those energies are doing the upgrading, it can be too intense on us. So any type of Reiki or healing that you're doing is going to help you, clear any energetic blockages, any energetic debris, get rid of those things on a soul level, spiritually heal you. It really helps. It's a really good time for you guys to invest in yourselves, whether it's a Reiki class, an energetic clearing, because then you guys won't be, crying you have ascension flu later, or you're not feeling good, or you just have ascension funk. Because I go through those kind of purge phases too, and it really does make it a lot easier. Good. Erica Elizabeth, plot twist. I just said this on my last video. I said a lot of you guys are going to be having children. A lot of the awake, yes, are going to be bringing forth these rainbow crystalline souls, and we're going to see a lot of people coming into these spiritual unions and contracting for children. I love that. Erica Elizabeth, time to recharge, time to spend more time in solitude. These babies will do amazing things for your energy. It's a crazy time. I can't even think about the children growing up now in the middle of this ride, right? So these souls are very special, and they agree to come teach us and help us with our ascension on so many levels. These children are helping wake people up and doing amazing things for their energy. Let's see. Shirley and Christopher, good morning. We're coming back into our power. We're realizing that, the last time that we were at these higher levels of consciousness, such as Atlantis, we had these amazing abilities. They would have been perceived now like godlike abilities where people could do crazy things, and that's what we're trying to get back to. We're trying to tune into our inner spiritual power through this ascension process. Mary D. Santiago, hi. We live in a manifest reality. Everything that everyone has created, we did with our mind and our thoughts and our frequency. And now that we're having this spiritual awakening, it is our opportunity to change things, right? So we created all of this asleep, and now it's time that we have this spiritual awakening and we change what we're consciously creating into something amazing, something better. I always say we had to see what we didn't want in life so that we would understand what we would want too. Your future is in your hands. We choose our timelines. Let's see. Katrina Dean, good morning. Disruption. What is cutting you off from the flow? Sometimes it's, toxic people around us, relationships. It could be, just we're not in alignment with who we want to be. Things like that. Jobs, living situations, whatever it is, taking us out of that fifth dimensional frequency and energy. More assessment in your life. More letting go of the things not serving you. Whether it's people, places, things. More shedding. Let's see. Janine Duran, spiritual union. I always say this every day, right? I'm trying to plant seeds. This is for everyone. I don't know you guys' relationship status. The goal is spiritual union. Coming back to love with source. We have lots of labels for these spiritual unions, right? Like twin flames and such as that, right? But I don't know where you guys are at. The goal is love around here, that we can master ourselves, complete ourselves as souls. A lot of you guys are going to be coming into relationships if you're single. If you're already in relationships, either those are going to have to become more spiritual, right? A lot of those relationships may have to become more spiritual, or maybe some of you guys, your relationships are not serving you, and that can be really hard because we've really become entangled with the souls around us after this whole cycle, and it can be really hard to liberate ourselves from situations that are not serving us. Some people are going to have to take that jump, though. If you're confused as to that, like if anyone has a relationship and they're not sure, is this in alignment? Is this where I'm supposed to be? You guys know you can set up an Akashic reading anytime if you guys have any other questions, like where's your path leading you? Linda Boneham, you're working on your heart chakra. We had a lot of disappointment, heartache, traumas. We were just not understanding things going through this process of sleep, and now we're coming back to this spiritual awareness and becoming more sensitive to our body, our chakras, and our energy. More heart chakra healing. I'm always telling everyone we need lots of chlorella now, but that's really good for your heart chakra too. It'll really help with that too. Let's see, Mary Marino. You're working on your base chakra, firm foundation, letting go of fear. Well, the problem with fear, like I said, is we tend to have it pop into our mind and then we create things we don't want. We need to fine tune our thinking program so that we're like a supercomputer and that we're just like focused on things we want and manifesting easier, and it takes a lot of work. More grounding, more letting go of fear. Let's see. Don't blame me for the comments. Facebook hates me. You wouldn't believe like my video views and like the things that I try to go through on here just trying to do videos. It's crazy. I'm calling the ones I see. Christy Linton. But did you die? I know, right? Oh my God. I'm like, did anyone ever die from Ascension? My favorite questions to ask, right? You're a starseed, which is rare on this timeline I'm on now, I'm seeing, right? You are a starseed with a galactic connection. A lot of people might not be aware of that. You guys, everyone could be starseeds or have some kind of amazing abilities and connections, but when we're on low frequencies, it cuts us off from our higher self, our angels, our galactic connections. So as we're raising our frequency and as the planet's raising its frequency, those connections are going to become more and more apparent. A lot of you guys are starting to download information. Maybe just have information come to you, accessing the Akashic records, things like that. For sure, explore that connection. If anyone is looking to find out like what their soul origins are, you guys know with my Akashic readings, I go into past life stuff too. Patty Word Maris, good. Crown chakra. You're working on your crown chakra. You have a lot of purple in your aura. Make sure that you're getting outside, meditating, just connecting with Source more. A lot of times we don't have to meditate to connect to the Source. Sometimes we can just go ahead and spend time alone. Sometimes that's the most spiritual thing that you can do is just hang out by yourself, and we're connected more than we know doing that. Jessica Elizabeth, you're working on your base chakra. We're going to stay grounded through this energy. The planet's going to get rocked, energy, galactic waves. We have a full moon, solstice, all these events, and just stay grounded and drink more water. It'll really help you through these energy shifts. Stay positive so we're landing on better timelines. Bethany Ken, mental conflict. We have to spring clean our mind. Yes, this is a spiritual purification process. So we need to purify the body, the mind, and the soul. Time to spring clean in your mind, right? Let's do a little spring cleaning. That's what I was thinking this morning. More spring cleaning, more, being in control of what you're thinking about. I know it's hard because I find myself like on autopilot and I'm like, what was I just thinking about? So for sure, it's try to stay conscious and aware of what you're thinking about. We're going to have to get some serious mastery of our mind to be attempting the things that we're doing, for sure. Lori Brothers. All right. People are very comfortable in the darkness, I see, or we wouldn't see such a collective, right? People have become very comfortable exploring their shadow in the darkness and have become afraid of the light in a lot of senses, right? People start to wake up and then they start to see these things like, oh my God, is this bad? Is this the wrong path, right? And people have become very, comfortable exploring those ego personalities in those roles. Our soul is leading us back to the light in every sense. Keep following your intuition. Let's see. Regina Lally, you're working on your solar plexus. I always say that usually the super empaths get these cards. I draw a lot of the empath types to me because I'm supposed to be teaching like empowering techniques that, really help transform my life, because I was one of those very energy sensitive people that would have a very hard time being around negative energy or toxic situations. I have a lot of people come to me and they're like, how can I protect myself around these, negative situations I'm in? And the solution is easy to me. Get rid of the toxic people. You won't need to be putting yourself in white light and worry about getting drained. Get rid of the people that are toxic to you, the job situations, the living situations. If you're feeling it's a toxic environment for you, try to get rid of it, but you're taking on a lot of energy. For me, I'm having to do a salt bath like almost every day. It's been amazing for keeping my aura clean and my energy clear. I also had to meditate and keep my chakras clear because I'm working with a lot of energies every day and coming in contact with a lot of people doing this job or these videos. So it's really important that I'm keeping my own energy clear, and salt in nature is a really good way to do that. I also have to spend a lot of time alone recharging. When I'm around a lot of people all the time, it can be really draining for me. Like I reach like people overload, right? I can only be around people so much, and it tends to be draining for me too. As empaths, we should be taking more time alone, working on our own energy more, putting the focus back into ourselves, because it's really easy for us to get lost, trying to play hero, trying to assist other people, trying to help other people, and things like that. All right, I'm going to be letting you go on that note. It's a really good time. Some of you guys are going to need some healing classes. I don't know why you get led to me, but you've been led here on some level. My link is above if you guys need like healer classes, readings. I do healings, I do activations, right? All types of healing services. This is a good time to, before Monday, before this full moon, get your energy on point. I don't know if you guys need to meditate more, unplug, avoid people, more salt baths, more nature, maybe check out some healing services. Make sure that your energy is on point for these shifts we're about to start going through, like Monday, because we're going to be moving timelines. This is one of the biggest shift times of the year that we're going to go through, and I'm hoping that, through the things I'm teaching you guys and putting on video, we can shift to like our wildest dream timelines and things we want to see. I'm done with us creating fears and things we don't want. I want to see like this planet flourish, right? And abundance and health and good things, because people are always manifesting the negative around here. So stay positive, get your energy right. We're going to go through some intense shifts next week. I'm going to be doing my videos, like I said, from Stonehenge, and I'm real excited about that because it'll be the real crazy energy storm. And I never know what to expect there too, right? I'm like, I just kind of go with the flow, but I'm real excited about these energy shifts coming up. We can really use them for our ascension, for our enlightenment, for our healing. This is one of the best, energies this week and next for healing ourselves too. All right.